It's day 11, I reckon. What are you looking at?
Yeah, 11 or 12.
Yeah. The day started off slowly, then it deteriorated.
No, it didn't.
It did. So first of all, at Charters Towers, we went in to buy a hose that expels the grey water from. If you used, you can attach it to the side
Instead of filling
going
up
into the tank. So
yeah.
we got that. So that was all right. So then we headed off. First of all, before we headed off, I said, or Sue might have said, did we put the ladder inside just as I was about to put the car into drive, which would have been good, dragging the ladder that you get into the back of the thing along the Lynn Highway. Then we thought we'll spear on to Garden Vale, not Gardendale, Garden Vale, which is I'll tell you how big Garden Vale is. This is true, an RAAF jet went over, and its sonic boom broke all the windows in the residence.
No, it destroyed 3 buildings, actual buildings.
That's right, that's Garden Vale.
Yep.
That's right, so we stopped there to get some petroleum. But not only didn't they have the petroleum we wanted, they didn't have any petroleum. So we got the sphincter a bit tight then. So we then pushed on to...
Oasis, isn't it? Oasis Motel?
No, we pushed on then. We looked up and we have now arrived. This is where we are. We've now secured a spot at Mount Surprise. Now, let me tell you how appropriate Mount Surprise is named. We're going along the Lynn Highway, and Sue said she's got the GPS out, and it said, 40k to Mount Surprise. So that's good. So we drive on, and I drove on for 20 minutes, and she said, I reckon we're not going the right way. It's now 45...
50 minutes.
Did I say kilometres or minutes?
Minutes. No, kilometres.
Yeah, 50 kilometres. She said, I think we're going the wrong way. That was the surprise, Mount Surprise. We missed the turn-off, and we're getting low on fuel because we're burning through the fuel. So we turned around and we came back, and we got into... there's 3 service stations at Mount Surprise. 2 of them are not working, and one of them doesn't have the fuel we want.
They're only 91 or diesel.
So now we're going to creep up to... so we're here at Mount Surprise, and then we're going to... There's lava cave tours here. It's exciting. The van is gone. What else has happened today? What else did we forget?
Well, before we even took off, and we didn't close the skyline.
Oh, that's right. A bloke rushes over. He said, "You off?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Why don't you close your skyline?" I said, "Yep, no, that's good." So that was one. The skyline we didn't close. We nearly drove off without the ladder, putting that inside. But other than that,
nearly forgot to turn the gas off.
Oh, we do that every time we do it. So.
And someone said we should do a checklist, but yes, we should do a checklist, but they'd be too smart because he wouldn't stick to it anyway.
Anyhow, it's been enjoyable. Someone said, "Have you seen wildlife and flora and fauna?" We've seen
pigs. We saw pigs today.
Oh, pigs, yeah. We've seen pigs every day. Pigs is the main source of entertainment on the trip. And every time we see a herd of sheep, sheep, look, sheep.
Cows.
Particularly when we're about to hit them. So now we've just nestled in here.
I had the reverse parking. Probably that was your best, but the worst effort.
No, that is no. I'll put my hand up for that, Sue. But we've got a spot. They designated us a spot here, and wait for this. We can't park under trees because the Starlink doesn't work. So
he can't have his foxtail. So therefore he can't have his sport, or he can't have
anything. So they gave us a spot.
Gutfeld.
They gave us a spot that's bordered by hoses, other cars, power points, and very narrow entrances. So I don't know if you've ever backed a 25-foot caravan in with a Silverado, but Sue said, just swing it in here. I said, just swing it in there, do I? So I drove up and round and I backed it in.
30 times later.
Oh, probably 30. I said, Sue, you can go and have a rest. Go for a walk. I'm going to get this thing here. It kills me.
But you did it. And you were very calm.
bench, well, only because there's people sitting out having an aperitif or a light Chardonnay just before they settle down to dinner. They don't want to hear me going, fuck you, which they just heard me then say it. So it's going well, isn't it? Or isn't it?
It is. We're going to Georgetown tomorrow to get some fuel, and then going down to. I always get it. What's the gorge we're going to tomorrow?
Oh yeah, we're going to the not the Bolan, the
Gobbard.
Gobbard Gorge.
Kobold
Gorge. They say that is very picturesque, and we're going to do that, picturesque. And then we've booked a ride. We've booked a ride on the
boat.
Yeah, we have. That's how well we're going. We've booked a ride on the boat. But look, we are really enjoying it. The caravanning industry and the people. We're staying at a G'day caravan park here. G'day.
Discovery.
That's Discovery and G'day. They're the same thing. And they're very nice, very tight fit here. I'd like to see anyone else back the caravan in here. Now, there's not a lot of restaurants, to be honest, at Mount Surprise. There's a surprise. There's no restaurants.
Or fuel.
Or fuel. That's right. We've got to squeeze out the remaining fuel out of a damp cloth to see if we can get up to the next joint. We've rung ahead and they actually have our type of fuel.
How's your car going? How's your car going? A man stopped Sam to say, "Oh, nice rig," and he goes, "Yes." So he couldn't be bothered going through all the.
Very nice man called Dave. This is how you dig yourself a trench. He said, because he's got a Silverado, the same as the one we're driving, and he said I couldn't be bothered telling him whose it was and why we've got it and whose van we're towing. He said, "How's the Silverado?" I said, "Very good, it goes well." He said, "Have you got the recall notice from the manufacturer?" I said, "No." He said, "Oh, you should have had that by now." He said, "I'd chase that up." He said, "Because there's some fuel discrepancy with the car." I don't know. He said, "Are you sure you haven't got it?" Yes. I said, "Oh, I'm positive." He said, "How long have you had the Silverado?" I said, "Oh, had it a while." And if I just come clean and said it wasn't.
Where'd you buy it from?
No, he said, "How many Ks it done?" I said, "Well, it's done quite a few." He said, "Where'd you buy it?" I said, "Where'd I buy it?" Sue quickly ran around and looked at the number plate.
Service plate.
Looked at the surround around the number plate. And it's got Traralgon Motors. So she go back. She said, "Traralgon." The bloke said, "Is it
yours purrs?"
He said, I started up and it went blah, 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 blah. He said, "That's a very nice note. Have you done anything to the engine?" I said, "No, I haven't." I was telling this to the bloke's van, whose truck it is, and he said, "Yeah, of course I've done something. It's got a supercharger on it." I said, "Oh." I said, the bloke thought I was a complete
Drongo.
Yeah. What's that word?
Dumb
fuck. Anyhow, we bid him farewell, and he said, "You don't drive it in automatic, automatic cruise control." I said, "Oh, all the time." He said, "Oh no," he said, "that'll burn the clutch out." I said, "Oh well, shit. I didn't know that." He said, "Why would it burn the clutch out?" He said, "Well, when it comes to a hill, it changes down gears." I said, "Well, that's what it's meant to do." So, gee. No, we've
never tell porkies.
Well, she couldn't be bothered. Anyhow, as it turns out, I should have been bothered. Would have saved a very embarrassing conversation. Anyhow, there we are. So we're on and upwards. Weather's fantastic.
A mere 25, 27 I got to today.
What else? I'm sure there was something else I was going to say about the trip. How about when we missed the turn-off to Mount Surprise? Would have been a surprise if you hadn't been keeping an eye on the GPS. We would have been up in Cairns. We actually wouldn't have been. We were run out of fuel and some godforsaken siding. Oh, I know what I was going to say about the other thing at Gardenvale. They said there's two very memorable things that you should know about Gardenvale. One was the sonic boom of the RAAF jets, blew out all the windows in the whole town. That's the three shops that are there. And the other thing, he said, it is recorded, I know you read this out, it has the recorded longest rail siding of any railway line in Australia. I don't know why they hang their hat on that, but that means that when there's a train comes in with a whole lot of trucks and carriages on it, it can pull over while what other train goes through, and it is the longest siding in Australia. I'm not sure that I'd hang my hat on that if I was trying to sell Garden Vale, but they seem to be very happy with that fact. Got to be happy about something when you haven't got any fuel and you haven't got any windows in your shops.
I think the washing machine stopped.
Because it's broken?
No, because it stopped rocking.
Oh yeah, now that's what we did do. We got the washing machine on for the first time, and when it goes into its spin cycle, it nearly shakes the windows because we didn't put the props down, the stays down to keep it what?
Yeah, I did.
No, we've done our first washing in 12 days. Okay, well that's it. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I got to hang the
I
washing up.
hope you're enjoying some of. There's not much else. We can tell you.
We're going to the gorges and all that.
You wait till we show some pictures of some water and gorges. Yeah.
Okay.